What's going on, guys? Skill87 here. This is part 2 to my White Knight Chronicles review video. Part 1, if you have not seen it, go do yourself a favor and go watch that video. Go see why I gave the game a 7 out of 10. It's a fair and honest review, straight to the point. You know, none of that sidetracking bullshit. So yeah, we're logged into GeoNet right now. I'm going to talk about how the online aspect of this game works, the home features this game offers. You can build your own space, the forums, and some advice, some tips, and what to do, what not to do when you first start out the game. First off, let me give you guys some little advice. When you first start the game off, when it comes down to buying armor and equipment, you can use any weapons that you want, but try to balance it out. If you're gonna use a spear, use a spear. Don't put effort into giving your spear skills. Like you unlock like 30% of the moves, and all of a sudden you change your mind, you want to go for sword. Don't do that. Choose one right from the get-go. Choose what you want to do really early on in the game. Trust me, it'll benefit you in the long run. When it comes down to buying armor, there's light armor, chainmail armor, heavy armor. You can tell which is which every time you go to a weapon shop and you go to the armor section. The first set of gear is going to be the cheapest, and it's going to have the worst defense. The second set of gear is going to be chain gear. It's not going to technically say chainmail. This is through experimentation. I'm telling you, it's chainmail gear. It's going to have higher defense and be more expensive. Then the next set of gear is going to have the most defense, and it's going to be the most expensive. So you're saying to yourself, fuck it, I'll just buy the heaviest gear. No, you stupid fuck. Buy the worst defense gear. Why? It's the lightest. The game, and every guide possible that this game ever produced, does not explain how the item system works. When it comes down to armor, the heavier your gear, the slower you are. If you wear straight all heavy gear, it takes 10 to 12 seconds for your action gauge bar to fill up. When you wear chainmail gear, the second stage, it takes 8 to 9 seconds for your bar to fill up. When you wear cotton gear, the lightest gear possible with the worst defense, you attack every 6 to 7 seconds. And if you wear jack shit, you run around butt ass naked, it takes you about 5 seconds to attack. So this can benefit you. Would you rather wear the best gear possible, be able to take more hits, but attack once in a blue moon, or take a chance, wear lighter gear and attack every fucking 5-7 seconds? I wear light gear for all my characters. Fuck that. When I go online, everyone's all like, everyone's wearing heavy gear, and I'm wearing chainmail. By the time I do one attack, I do 2 attacks. I just rub it in the face. I have fags, noobs. But yeah, that's my little advice to you. Also, let's say you raise like a black mage, right? You're giving one of your characters a bunch of black magic, and you wonder why the fuck ain't she using them? What people don't seem to understand is this is kind of tedious. I don't know why I did this. You got AI for a reason, but you gotta equip not only the character you're gonna play as with skills, the characters you're not gonna use, that they're gonna be controlled by the AI. The AI does what you let it do. This is based off single player right here. If you have to go to the character you're not going to use, you have to go to their skill setup and equip them with what you would like them to do. If you don't equip them with nothing, then they're just gonna stand there looking all retarded, and you're gonna be pressing the command button, do this, do that. They're gonna stand like you're stupid. So if you want a character to specifically do buffs and debuffs, you gotta equip them with only buffs and debuffs. The game does a pretty decent job at deciding what spell to use, what spell not to use. But sometimes you're gonna have your stupid ass black mage do fire spells on a fire elemental. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, the game does a decent job. That your AI partners will always heal you no matter what. Even if they don't have a heal spell and you don't tell them to heal, if they see that you're about to die, they pull items out, they heal you. So that's a nice little touch. So that's 2 things of advice I gave you. Equip light gear. You attack more often, you attack faster, and you relatively look nicer. And you got to take the time to really equip your characters properly when it comes down to skills and shit. So what to talk about with this online shit? So much to talk about. Message board. People use this shit religiously. My first day online, I went to the message board. I couldn't believe I put up a topic, and in seconds, I got like 20 replies. I was like, duh. But this is great. If you're ever confused about the game, feel free to come online to the forums and just post a topic. This is lag free. Watch this. I'm gonna do the topic right now. I'm gonna call it test. Go to the body. I'm gonna type hi. Post. Okay, it says post failed because before I did this video, I was spamming the shit out of the message board. But yeah, post. I must be long between posts. But yeah, it has like a, we call that shit a filter. You can't post that often, so you really can't spam. But I don't know, it was letting me spam for a while. But yeah, people use this message board a lot. You're gonna find a lot of .hack sign fans, World of Warcraft fans, you know, Final Fantasy 11 fans, EverQuest fans on this forum talking about, they just straight praising the game for one real reason. This game does what other games don't. It allows you to get that full MMO experience without dedicating your life to a clan or a guild or a link shell. And what I mean by that is, for people who are experienced playing online games like this, you gotta join clans and guilds to get shit done. As we're in this game, you have a mission you can't beat, simply go online, put the mission up in your lobby, hit up the auto matchmaking, and bam, three pimped up players are gonna join your game real quick. You're gonna do that mission, whether it takes you 30 minutes to an hour, you're gonna beat it, you're gonna reap the rewards, you're gonna upgrade your guild rank, level up your avatar character, bring all that shit you earn back to single player, and go about your day. The missions in this game are long and short, depending on how far you progress in single player. You get that full MMO experience without actually doing much work. And it's fun along the entire, the entire process. To gain more missions for your online career, you gotta progress to the single player. How that works is, there's mercenary shops in the single player. As you progress to the story mode, you get more and more missions to buy. Then you take those missions online to do with your friends. Now let's talk about the house shit. You can spend a lot of your hard-earned cash, which is hard to acquire in this game, to build a home space. Not like PSN home, I'm talking about within White Knight. You build a home space, and that acts like your lobby. People then can visit your lobby, hang out, buy from your NPCs, get a little profit off that. But how that also works, it works as a place to gather for a mission. For you to do a mission with your friends, you have to be in the same lobby. So I'm gonna do a enter homes. I'm gonna do a room search. I'm gonna look for people of my level. And apparently doesn't want to do it. Oh, there you go. I'm retarded. So yeah, it's gonna put me in a room with people of my level. Once I'm in the room, I'm gonna show you some cool features that this game has. This game supports voice chat. A lot of people use their fucking mics in this game. That's great. This game supports text chat. Easy to use. This game also supports auto... Okay, this home space looks like crap. This game also supports auto run. Look, I'm running. I'm not even doing anything with the controller. It supports auto run. If you press square, you can type text messages and shit. It also has a log. So if I press select while I'm in the log, bam, I got a little log. It tells you the damage and shit. The hell you want, faggot? If you press select, there's a bunch of emotes. You can stretch, shrug. That's my avatar. I created him. And everything basically that made other online games comfortable to play and enjoyable is in this game. So I'm gonna auto run my ass over here. Go to this guy. I'm gonna choose a mission. Join quest. And then you're gonna say to yourself, there's only 2 missions up. What the fuck? The game's only gonna show you missions available within the lobby. You can have up to 12 people within a lobby. Of those 12 people, one of them creates a quest. You can join in on the quest regardless of your level. You're only going to see quests that are active within this lobby. So if you don't like what's going on in this lobby, basically you simply exit out, exit the hometown, and reload a different lobby. For the most part, you'll get nice looking lobbies in this piece of shit. Fucking middle of nowhere shit. But here's my character, big nerdy glasses. And here's my favorite emote. Stretch! But yeah, press R1 to go. Look how many players in this fucking room. These lobbies fill up really quickly. I never had to wait more than 3-4 minutes just to get into a game. I hope this video really helps convince you to give the online a chance. I mean, a lot of people bought this game just for the online. You know, what people do is they tolerate the single player, right? Long enough so that they can buy more missions just to jump online, and then they play the online for like a week or two, and when they finally get bored of the missions they have unlocked, they go play single player for a couple more hours, they unlock more missions, and go back online for another week or two. The online only affects your avatar, and all the experience you get for your avatar online goes back to single player. So a lot of people, you know, they have pimped out avatars, but their main characters for the single player are like relatively weaker than their avatar. That's just, you know, that's just how it is. I mean, my avatar's level 20, I think it's 25, and my main character in the single player like level 22. But yeah, the online of this game is great. It's fun. Jump in, jump right out. If you have any further questions about White Knight Chronicles, please send me a personal message on YouTube. I'll gladly answer them. This game is great. Everyone should give it a shot.